fire, stay out of the sun, who 2 months ago
Please subscribe to our channel, and for latest updates, don't forget to press the bell button.
attempted to climb Mount Kilimanjaro even though his doctors told him not to. So to me, comedy comes from real stories, and the only stories that are really selling in India are real people stories right now. So could we take their story, have an organic conversation with them, learn something from them, and then write comedy later on about their story? So can we dramatize, do stand-up, do sketches, and find stupidity in them? So very humbly, I feel as a comedian that gyan and wisdom are very overrated. Stupidity is the best thing in life, and my show's called Be Stupid.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Veer. Thank you so much. Anonymous. Simone, that's
Hello
you.
everyone.
Needless to say, well, as always, you're looking gorgeous yet
You're
again.
looking so stunning yourself.
Thank you. All right, can you please start by telling us what is Matrimonial Anonymous?
Well, Matrimonial Anonymous is a compilation of a lot of stories about all these brave people who've come together and narrated their journey from being single to actually finding their partners. Some ending up in marriage, but with some people, what actually happened, like there's a story of this girl who got onto a matrimonial site to make her boyfriend jealous, and then what happened to that boyfriend and what ended up happening, her being on that site. So there's some fun, cool stories, and they're all real stories, not tweaked. So it's a fun series, I guess.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Thank you very much. I'm going to just put you under a little bit of pressure right now because I believe pressure is crazy. So please feel free to be stupid. Let's just go ahead. And yeah, I'm just going to give you like words, and we're going to play a word association game. The first word that comes into your mind when I say these words, I almost feel like Shah Rukh Khan, kuch hota hai right now. That's amazing. All right. What's the first word that comes to your mind when you hear the word marriage?
Coincidence.
Honesty.
Must.
Your greatest insecurity that no one knows.
Losing a loved one, I guess.
Cheating.
Not cool.
Connection.
Forever.
Emotional baggage. Oh,
All of us have it.
nice. Heartbreak.
Mandatory.
Trust.
Imperative.
And rejection.
Useful.
Thank you very, very much, Moni.
Thank you.
Can we have a huge round of applause for Moni Roy and Matt? Welcome to you. I'm going to give you a green mic to match your sari. Neena ji, please share with us what has been your takeaway from Ae Dil Hai Complicated.
अभी तुम बहुत मुश्किल इंग्लिश बोलो टिकावे का क्या मतलब मुझे कुछ समझ
क्या आप क्या पैक करके ले जा सकते हो अपने घर?
ये तो बहुत गलत बात है हाँ so you want to know about the program I did?
जी मैम.
It's called Ae Dil Hai Complicated. So what happens that a writer writes a story which is about himself, a real story, and then I hear the story and I go to the studio and I talk to him. This talking bit was quite tough because the stories, some of them were very shocking, some were very difficult, some were very emotional, some were very sad. Like, I'll give you an example. When I was told today's, the first story is polyamory. So I did not know what is polyamory. Polygamy वगैरह सुना था but polyamory I did not know. And then there is threesome, there is open marriage, then there is a very emotional thing of a woman whose mother when she was young went to a shop to buy some stationery for the kids and never came back. So there was no closure after so many years. So that was another kind of story. So I had the responsibility to talk to these people who it was their stories, who were reading the stories, and open them up to speak frankly about things, which was very tough because some of them, like if I needed 10 minutes of thing, I had to talk sometimes for an hour and a half. Some people won't open up, so I have to be very friendly and nice. And so it was very amazing because some of the topics which I thought, shh, ऐसा थोड़ा ना कोई हो सकता है. I said, no, यार ये open marriage, what rubbish. So you can't be judgmental. This is what I learned. Everybody had their own lives, and it was fantastic.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing that with us. आप क्या हमें एक
मेरे से
ऐसे
मत पूछना
बस नहीं मत अब है स्क्रिप्ट है पूछना पड़ेगा क्या मतलब आप हमें एक ऐसे दौर के बारे में बताइए जहाँ पे आपको लगा कि रिलेशनशिप्स या प्यार मोहब्बत ऐसी चीज़ें जहाँ पे कोई चीज़ ब्लैक या वाइट नहीं होती ज़्यादातर लव और रिलेशनशिप्स के मामले में वो जो एरिया है वो ग्रे होता है ऐसा कोई दौर है आपका जिसके बारे में आप हमारी ऑडियंस को बताना चाहेंगे
एक प्ले किया था जब मैं स्कूल ऑफ ड्रामा में थी उसमें एक लाइंस थी 4 लाइंस संबंधों से मुक्ति नहीं पा सकता है मानव मन समझ आया ना
मानव मन
संबंधों से मुक्ति नहीं पा सकता है मानव मन जी मैंने रिलेशनशिप
जी
भूत भविष्य के बीच खड़ी है वर्तमान की उलझन तो ये हमेशा ही रहेगा पास में प्रेजेंट में पंगे तो होते ही रहेंगे रिलेशनशिप में उसका कोई इलाज नहीं है
थैंक यू सो मच नीना जी के लिए प्लीज अरे ताली ठोको यार थैंक यू नीना मैम थैंक यू एंड नाउ लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन हेलो टीके I love this. TK, you get a blue and black mic.
Were you Gupra? How do you manage these dresses? They're so like struggling with it. I'm tripping and all. Aren't you very cold?
I was wondering if I was the only one shivering on stage. Thank you so much for sharing. I was shivering and I thought I was nervous. I mean, look at the audience, guys. I thought I was shivering because I was nervous.
Tell me, what do you want me to say?
I think you've got a few lines that you're going to read.
Yes, I thought I'll just read something out from what I've said in my show.
Right.
It's an excerpt, so I'll just go for it.
Yes, ma'am.
They start taking tissue out of various corners, and I'm just breathing and chanting in my head. When it was about to get over, I didn't want them to miss any spot. So I said, hey, I think you missed taking a sample from here and here. The doctor was taken aback, looking at me as if I'm a freak. She said, yeah, don't worry, we got that covered. Happily, I get myself bandaged post the procedure where my breast was stapled to get the sample for biopsy and go to the doctor's room. Meanwhile, there's a crowd gathering behind, courtesy my husband and his profession. I'm used to this. Of course, I would rather not have them gathering 2 seconds after I just got my breast stapled, but it is what it is. Right now, the focus was, what does the biopsy say? We sit opposite to the doctor, and she lets us know that the final result will take few days. And then she goes on to say something that makes my heart sink. But I'm just cautioning you that it could be anything. Now we all know that no doctor will say this unless they really have seen something. Then to confirm my fears, she started explaining to me the various stages of cancer, showing us images on a laptop. Fuck. In that moment, that's the only thing that came to my mind. Fuck, fuck, fuck. This woman had just shocked the life out of my husband and me. We both put a calm face because we're in a public domain and we felt like we needed to maintain a sense of decorum. However, our world was shaking at a Richter scale of 10. Then suddenly she asks, if you don't mind, my nurses want to take a selfie with your husband. Like, fuck what? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm completely disoriented, and my poor husband had to smile for all the pictures, even though he had just found out that his wife has some sort of cancer. We sit back in the car, not uttering a word in front of the driver and the security. Perhaps that's the norm. Don't express to the world. Hide your sorrows, bury your fears, don't tell about your tragedy. Though I don't know why it still didn't look like tragedy to me, but certainly I wasn't expecting this. The entire 40 minutes on the roads of Delhi, we were quiet, yet itching to talk to each other. We reach the hotel, get inside the lift, but then there's the hotel staff there. So yeah, still not a word. We reach our floor, the elevator door shuts. I look at him, and because my mind has been racing the entire way, the only thing that comes out of my mouth is, "Pench lagai." And in that instant, both of us laughed. We really didn't know how to react. It was certain I had some fucking stage of cancer. But apart from that, things weren't clear. And then, in that instant, we looked at each other, and without any verbal exchange, there was a determination in both our eyes that we are in this together and we're going to deal with it, no matter what. And deal with it most joyously. We go to our room, and the only thing we do is to chant.
In this very moment, I just have to say that writers are better actors.
What, sorry?
I said writers are great actors.
Oh, thank you.
But thank you so much for breathing your story and telling it so honestly and so simply. That is great. Ladies and gentlemen, Taira Kashyap.
Thank God there's no censor right now.
Just at this moment, I'd like to ask you, I mean, of course, we got to know your journey through Instagram, through social media, but what gave you the courage to express your most challenging time in the minutest details through the audible Suno format and the audio format? What gave you the courage to do that?
So Kubra, when I was going through it, I was not sure that I wanted to discuss it with the world. The idea is to get over the shit and not just sort of think that I'm going to share it on social media or any such. But in my entire audio, I realized that there's lots that needs to be spoken about. We are so obsessed with breasts, and sort of our identity becomes sort of breasts and boobs and ass. But we're more than that, and I really wanted to talk about that. Apart from that, I really didn't want to leave out any medium. I have said this before, that I'm going to exploit each and every medium, whether it's print, audio, whatever it is, to spread the message of early breast cancer detection, because had I known this, because had it been on top of everybody's minds, I wouldn't have been sitting on my symptoms for 2 months. So I'm not going to spare any medium, and I'm going to be in your face, and I'm going to talk. If somebody wants to judge me, they can, but I'm not going to stop talking.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
Taira, I'll give you the mic.
Okay, I'm freezing too. Is anybody else cold?
You got sleeves, ma'am.
Yeah. Can we just increase the temperature? Yeah.
Kashyap, your jacket's coming off. Oh, come on, Lazy's jacket's coming off.
Daisy,
What's Lazy wearing a bomber jacket for?
No, thank you.
He's like, नहीं ये फैशन है, मगर मुझे पता था यार ठंड होने वाली है. अब आओ, Lazy बा, अब आ रहे हो next.
So I'm just gonna ask a question and you'll hear a bit of the conversation I did. आपने कहा it takes a lot of audacity for an ordinary person to believe that he has a chance. जब हर जगह से आपको रिजेक्शन मिल रहा था, आपने खुद पे यकीन कैसे बनाए रखा?
ये वहीं से आई कि जहाँ से जो लड़का साइकिल पे जाता था दिल्ली थिएटर करने, और जिसको जिंदगी में सिर्फ एक ही काम करना था, तो ये वहीं से आई कि मैंने जो इतने साल दिए हैं, 3 साल थिएटर को, और उससे पहले स्कूल में थिएटर, उसके बाद FTI में, तो मैंने यहीं आने के लिए दी है और यहीं रहने के लिए दी है. ये नहीं तो कुछ नहीं. तो आई थिंक ये ऑडेसिटी वहीं से आई थी कि कोई बात नहीं सर, आपको नहीं लगता तो ठीक है, और थैंक यू फॉर योर टाइम, बट मैं तो यहीं रहने वाला हूँ.
राजकुमार राव, मुल्क मरमर्जियाँ एंड सूरमा जैसी फिल्में करने के बावजूद आपको फिल्म फेयर में नॉमिनेशन नहीं दिया गया. Awards aside, you have these sort of barometers of success like Coffee with Karan. वहाँ पर भी आपको नहीं बुलाते हैं. So how do you process this? क्या आपको वो affect करता है? Or now are you at a point where you feel it's fine, I proved what I had to?
Now I'm at that point. But again मैं दोबारा ये बात बोलूँगी कि 2 साल पहले जब पिंक आई थी तब नहीं थी मैं उस पॉइंट पे. तब मैं बहुत एक्सपेक्ट कर रही थी इंडस्ट्री से.
दुख हुआ.
उस टाइम दुख हुआ था कि how can you not even nominate me?
That was Taapsee Pannu. Have you ever asked Salman what made him believe in you so much? It's amazing to me that he would laugh and say that you're going to get away with whatever you want and walk away.
Well, I want to say two things here. One, I want to say is that Salman says that to a lot of people. I'm sorry, I can't help it because it's the truth. He says it to a lot of people, and God bless him, because I mean he's a person who I think has got a tremendous amount of love and support for human beings in general. Like, he's just a very, very supportive person, and you know that. Like, if you know, anytime you go around him, you'll find 20 people who have come to him with an issue or a problem that they need solving, and I think that's the goodwill that that he's garnered and earned in his life. So he says that to a lot of people, and some make it and some don't. So you gotta just hope that what's in your destiny is gonna come.
Katrina Kaif.
Thank you so much. Anupama, please share with the audience and share with us, how do you come up with these? Does it take so many hours and years of experience to just observe them till you find that right question to ask?
I think first it just takes research. You have to do a deep dive. I just feel like that's the only way to get inside a person and get I don't know. Somebody said today that there's nothing. Veer said that there's nothing new to be said about celebrities, right? So that's the tough thing. They're so overexposed. So the only way to kind of get behind and inside is to begin first by research, and then yes, to listen, which is why I love Audible, because I love listening. I'm a professional listener.
Thank you so much.
मेरा नंबर तेरे से पहले है.
So, Nukia, first of all, tell us a little bit about your show. It's M4, Mera Music, Mera Mantra. So, M4. Tell us a little bit about the show.
It's a wonderful show. It's basically to celebrate authenticity, honesty about your journey. You can be as open as you possibly can. And since nobody is selling a product, you're not part of a project where you have to talk about it. You can be as open as you can. I fully believe that story is probably the most powerful thing that we have on this planet. And if we can tell a story in an honest and authentic way, we have a very high chance to be able to connect with like-minded people. This is what the show is all about.
Well, thank you so much. So I'm just going to start, asking the two of you. The question is the same, so please feel free to answer it in no particular order. But I mean,
क्या बोल रहे हो तुम कोबरा? इधर क्या कर रहे हो तुम?
मैं आप जैसे रैप नहीं कर सकती.
नहीं, मैं कर सकता हूँ. मैं सवाल तुमसे वापस पूछ सकता हूँ.
और मैं
तुमने जिस भाषा में पूछा था मुझे समझ नहीं आया.
नहीं, मैं अभी I'm going to ask you this in Hindi only. कि वो कौन सा टाइम था आपकी जिंदगी में जहाँ पे आपको उस टाइम का कोई हमें किस्सा सुनाइए. I mean, आपके ऊपर तो फिल्म भी बन गई, मगर
हाँ, लेकिन
जो हमने फिल्म में नहीं देखा उसको.
हम लोग का स्ट्रगल अलग था, हम लोग का गोल्स अलग था, हम लोग के लाइफ का मकसद अलग था. हम लोग जो जिंदगी जी रहे थे, कॉलेज डेज में थे, हमारे ऊपर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज थी. हम लोग घर
डांटिए मत नेज़ीबा. सोकिए.
नहीं, डांट रहा नहीं हूँ मैं.
So cute.
आपका इतना प्यारा एक्सेंट है, आपको कौन डांट सकता है? मतलब आप तो एंकरिंग में राज कर रहे हो माइक पे, अभी क्या बोलने का? नहीं तो स्ट्रगल हमारा दूसरा था. स्ट्रगल ये था कि पेरेंट्स को, फैमिली को समझ जाना कि मैं जो कर रहा हूँ ये भी एक आर्ट फॉर्म है, ये भी एक जरिया है पैसे कमाने का, या इसमें मैं अपना फ्यूचर बना सकता हूँ, या स्टेबिलिटी से मेरा ग्रोथ हो सकता है. ऐसा कुछ उनको भरोसा दिलाने. वो चाहते थे कि इंजीनियर बन जाऊँ, डॉक्टर बन जाऊँ, और मैं पढ़ाई कर रहा था, मेरा पढ़ाई में मन नहीं लगता था, मुझे रैपर बनना था. बहुत सारी ऐसी स्ट्रगल्स की स्टोरी है जो ये ऑडिबल के शो में भी हमने बातचीत की है. मेरा म्यूजिक मेरा मंत्र. तो अभी लुक फॉरवर्ड कर रहे हैं इस इवेंट को. क्या है?
क्या
बोल रही है पब्लिक?
आप थोड़ा रैप कर ही दो अभी. मतलब इतनी दूर है. तो
जिंदगी ये कारवां ये सिलसिला जो रुकता ना, गिरता पड़ता उठ के फिर से चलता मैं भी रुकता ना, उस गली से जिस गली में लगती नाकाबंदी वहां के बंदे लाफे करते, माँ पे गाली जब भी पड़ती, मुझको जानते हैं हर गली में चल पड़ेगी जिंदगी, माँ बोलेगी आजा बेटा तू है मेरा राजा बेटा, सब जगेंगे उस सवेरे रात काली बीत जाए, तब लगेगी वाट सबकी नेजीबा जब लौट आए।
ऑलराइट, नेजीबा पलक को अभी थोड़ा
जरूर जरूर जरूर, आपको बहुत प्यार मेरी तरफ से,
आपको भी
आप बहुत स्वीट हो।
थैंक्स नेजीबा। I'm going to speak to Palak in my accent. Palak, share with us an anecdote of your struggling phase, or the part where you were called a struggling artist.
Okay, so good evening everyone. मेरी journey बहुत ही ज़्यादा अद्भुत रही है. I would say it's been a blessing truly, because I started singing at the age of 2.5, and I
2.5.
Yeah, and I hail from Marwari
Wow.
family. But my singing was always associated with a cause, and that's the reason why I've been able to make it in here. I feel बहुत सारे लोग गाते हैं, बहुत लोग मुझसे बेहतर भी गाते हैं, बट मुझे इतने कम समय में इतने सारे गाने मिल जाना, इतना सारा प्यार मिल जाना, there's a reason behind it. मुझे लगता है कि आप ज़िंदगी में कितने भी पैसे कमा लें, कितने भी अवार्ड्स जीत लें, तमाम शोहरतें हासिल कर लें, बट अगर आप किसी के चेहरे पर स्माइल देखते हैं और आपको पता होता है कि उस मुस्कुराहट के पीछे का रीज़न आप हैं, आई थिंक उससे बड़ी खुशी हो ही नहीं सकती, एंड दैट्स व्हाट माय जर्नी हैज़ बीन अबाउट.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Palak. And of course, we come back to you, Nuclear. I mean, Neziba just rapped. Are you going to scratch for us? Just share with us what's that journey been, you know, to become the Nuclear and, you know, selling out stadiums.
It's difficult to put it in a few lines. बहुत सारा समय निकल जाएगा मेरा. What I would like to say
Just
is
listen
that,
to the audio show.
हाँ?
Just listen to the audio show.
हाँ, उसे सुनना बड़ा अच्छा है. नहीं, but I'll tell you in short. Basically, what I have achieved musically in my life is something that's there for sure. But in the journey, I completely forgot that I had to sort of also learn and be a better person, a better father, a better husband, a better son. वो सब अब मैं धीरे धीरे सीख रहा हूँ. वो जर्नी थोड़ी सी स्लो रह गई. I was actually talking to Anurag just moments back, and I was telling him like my son is about 8 years old, and just couple of years back उसको जब मैं स्कूल लेके जाता था, दरवाज़ा खोल के उसका हाथ पकड़ के मैं उसको स्कूल के दरवाजे तक लेके जाता था, और फिर उसको मैं बाय बोलता था, वो मुझे मोड़ के बाय बोलता था. अब वो 8 साल का हो गया. जब मैं उसको स्कूल लेके जाता हूँ तो मैं दरवाज़ा खोलने जाता हूँ, उससे पहले ही वो दूर हो जाता है, you know. And the thing is,
क्वेश्चन एक नंबर क्या ठुकरा.
Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Neziba.